We no afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of. We no afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of. Yeah, this is Everton Blender, and it's all about the young police from Jamaica. Seeing Young Police Channel. Big up yourself, Everton Blender said that. We no afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of. Blessed love, Rastafari.
Yes, welcome to the Jamaica Young Police Channel. To our loyal viewers, subscribers and Patreon member. At the channel, we are a group of law-abiding citizens who believe in the rule of law and respect the rights of every citizen, but not the ones who do not subscribe to such behavior. We do believe in and support preemptive strikes because they save lives. This is a logical conclusion because preemptive strikes save lives and prevent the further loss of lives. We are all about saving lives at this channel. We at the channel aid criminals with a passion and do not want them over here. We do not want your views, your subscriptions, your likes or your comments. Please go elsewhere where the red carpet is waiting for you. Over here, we want you to go to prison or the departure lounge at Madden. Moving on to today's video. Yeah, so today I'm going to let you watch a video of a white man to show you how white culture has dominated black people. Yeah, you're going to see something that a white man has done, and it has become normalized as black people has get desensitized. Yeah man, black men, black women, in Jamaica, all over the and in America. You'll be surprised to know some things that some black people are doing, and whether or not you want to believe it, it is just disheartening and not only disgraceful but disgraceful. Although this thumbnail is showing that Jamaica is a criminal's paradise, and you're looking at Baby Trump and you're looking at that man Rick Dick. This video is nothing about them, but we just have to remind the audience that these people are the epitome of evil, and you know that Jamaica is a criminal's paradise in the Caribbean Sea. Yes, and we are the one that responsible for letting the Jamaican people, more than a decade ago, we have been telling the people them that Jamaica is a criminal's paradise. So because we can forecast things into the future based on the behavior of people, because we are Jamaican and we are from the belly of the beast, so we are very meticulous whenever we talking about Jamaica. So as we said, you're going to as I say, there was a song that they say, be careful who you hug and who you kiss. So this video shedding light on a cultural shift, highlighting behaviors that were once predominantly attributed to a specific groups. Yes, but now have crossed boundaries. Historically, certain acts of sexual deviance were often associated with white communities. And today, the normalization of such practices has become more widespread. A notable example is actress Gabrielle Union, wife of former NBA star Dwayne Wade, who publicly shared details about engaging in intimate acts with her husband that include rectal stimulation. Yeah man, that means to say lick out him body. Yeah man, lick it out. And she says she like all when they cross. I know it's kind of, but this is just reality, because it has seeped into the Jamaican people's psyche. So this revelation underscores the idea that what people engage in behind closed doors may not align with their public personas, illustrating the growing complexities of human behavior. So in this particular video, a disturbing scene unfolds where a white man caught on a ring camera using one of his finger to dig out his rectum, yeah man, in body hole, smell it, and then proceed to lick his finger clean. Such behavior emphasizes the need for vigilance when interacting with others, as you may be unaware of the unsanitary or harmful actions that partake in privately. This highlights the importance of being cautious about intimate acts like kissing, as you may unknowingly expose yourself to unhygienic, unidentified practices. Reflecting on black culture, particularly within Jamaican context, there has been a noticeable shift from traditional values, which once emphasized decency, morality, and godliness. Black communities used to pride themselves on ethical living, honesty, truthfulness. However, the influence of African American and European culture has led to a cultural erosion where black men are now engaging in behavior that was once shunned. Yeah, I saw it going him thing there, our people, things that were seen one time like, man, people, no want nothing to do there again. No, that's something that's acceptable. Yeah, man. So take, for example, the case of a woman from England who had ties to Craftsville, Clarendon. I used to work in a Clarendon, Craftsville. So she recorded a video of a man performing an obscene act, cleaning her backside due to her size. She big like a truck in a big fat black woman. Yeah, man, big fat black woman. Yeah, man, so she recorded the man in a little maga man. I lick out her body hole. Yes. And publicly expose him. You have to just go and search, it's there. This man, humiliated and ashamed of what he had done, lured her back to Jamaica and tragically took her life in a hotel room. His act of violence was rooted in the shame he felt of being outed, demonstrating how awful it can be to engage in behaviors that go against one's moral compass. So this speaks to a larger issue. Just because something has gained popularity or social acceptance does not make it right. Individuals, especially in the black community, should resist the urge to borrow or mimic behavior from other culture if these behaviors conflicts with ethical and moral foundations that once defined them. Black culture used to be rooted in decency and a strong sense of morality, where traits like honesty, ethics, and connection to God were central. The question remains, where have these traits gone? In a world that increasingly embraces anything and everything, it's essential to stand firm in doing what is right, regardless of societal trends. It's time for a return to core values that foster respect, decency, and self-respect within the community. So we all let you watch this video with this white man. Boy, I tell you, say this graceful man. So you watch, you listen, and you decide. Yeah, so I want you to watch the video. So that's the white man, and he works at Amazon. So imagine if this man had deliver any Amazon product to you, packages, and if you might have gotten sick, it's because of what he had done. And if you think that is a normal behavior, something is wrong with you. That goes to show you that that's the reason why God had put that that part of you around there. So the cultural erosion within the black community, although this is kind of creepy and it make you feel totally different as a human being, it's reality. So that's how it is, harsh reality. That the cultural erosion within the black community, particularly when it comes to black men, is a profound and troubling issue that has unfolded over the past few decades. Once steeped in values of respect, dignity, and decency, black culture has gradually replaced by a growing tendency to gravitate towards negative and harmful trends. One of the most manifestations of this shift is the rise of fashion choices that seem to strip away self-respect and cultural identity, such as the practices of black men wearing their trousers low, exposing their backsides as though they are advertising themselves. Yeah, enough of them are rear admirals still. Historically, black culture was a beacon of strength and resilience. It was built on principle of community, family, and spirituality, where personal presentation reflected self-worth and pride. Now that is something that are taboo. Yeah. The elders in black communities, particularly in places like Jamaica, took great pride in how they carry themselves, often dressing sharp and dignified, projecting strength not only to their peers but to the world. Clothes and appearance were an extension of character, and black men were taught to walk tall, with their head held high and their pants on their waist. Now everything is backwards. Black man bleaching, want to be white. Black man eating themselves. Black man doing degrading things, even to the women. Even the women, we have seen video where black women drinking out of chimney. Yeah, chimney a piss pot. Yes. But over time, the adoption of negative influences, particularly from Western cultures, began to seep into the mindset of younger generations. This shift has been evident in various ways, but none so blatant as sagging pants trends. Sagging, which originated in American prisons, where belts were often removed from inmates for safety reasons, because became a statement of fashion in black community, reflected a distorted view of rebellion, freedom, identity. However, instead of rebellion in a positive sense, pushing back against systemic injustice, the sagging pants phenomena represent a rebellion against one's own cultural dignity and identity. What was once seen as a mark of degradation within the prison system has now been adopted as a form of self-expression, but at a great cost to the image of black men. Even more symbolic or concerning nature of this trend, exposing one's backside as fashion shines, echo the dehumanizing condition of prison life, where vulnerability and loss of control were daily realities. This visual metaphor has now become mainstream, sending a message that black men are willingly participating in their own degradation. Yeah, so enough of them to them not, although them are degrade themselves, them not say nothing wrong with that, because them not have no self-respect. Them hate themselves. Them not have no self-respect, no self-love. Them hate being black. Them hate being themselves. Unknowingly adapting behaviors that originated from a system meant to strip them of their humanity. So they, some of them would have said, yeah, them a take back them a take back what they have. They're taking back what was took from them by the white man, in which these people are all dummies to think such thing. For you to be in prison and then you trying to normalize something that is dehumanized, that goes to show you that something is definitely wrong. So we say dancehall artists, reggae artists is raising their pants below their backside, dehumanizing themselves, and then the others them follow. That's why we say education is paramount, and that is what is killing our people, ignorance. And that's why we are the Jamaica Young Police Channel is trying our very best to educate those. But as you know, majority of our followers and are educated people on the Jamaica Young Police Channel. Yeah, we can't tell you, even this video, dummies, don't even touch it, because it's nothing about any entertainer or any one that they like. So anything that is educational and inspirational, no, that they are not into that. They just like things that's entertainment. That's what they're all about. So the irony is glaring as this fashion, as in some cases, cross the line into outright mimicry of sexual availability. Means say black man I say, hey, yeah man, see me my body ready, available. Some black men, by exposing their rear ends, are indeed acting as rear admirals, both literally and figuratively. As this behavior has been linked to an underground culture of sexual solicitation, as this behavior is degrading of the black man. So the question then arises, what happened to the culture that once upheld values and of strength, pride and integrity? How did black people, especially black men, lose their way? And we can tell you one of the things that contributed to music, the Vibes Cartels, the dummies, the ones that see them fully done and them sit at the back of the class and all of these things. So part of the answer lies in the aggressive push of negative media portrayals and the glorification of lifestyle that run counter to the value that once anchor the black community. The pervasive influence of gangster culture, rap music, dancehall music glorifying violence and misogyny, and even rare admiral behavior, and the hypersexualization of black bodies have contributed to a shift in priorities and identities. Now we see black women, no, them have no talent or anything like that. They're dancehall artists. All the only thing they can do is skin out. That's it. Some of them go on stage and no underwear, nothing. It's just like going to a go-go or a strip club. Most of these artists, we at the Jamaica Young Police and I don't even know them because we don't watch them. Because watching them is just garbage. Everything that they've done is garbage. Not even one day music for us because we don't listen to anything that is not uplifting. So the young men, the young black men seeking validation and belonging in a world that often denies them opportunity, latch onto these images, believing that this is the way to assert their manhood and gain respect. But in reality, they are losing themselves, perpetuating stereotypes that a broader society has long sought to impose on them. So what black youths are doing, them just validating what a white man has said a long time. Yeah, we're not a dummy. I know I validated. Yeah, we don't have no self-respect, we don't deserve to be around decent, ethical people. So that's why, like artists like Ken and all those fools, the white man will keep promoting him. Keep promoting him, you get a larger audience of dummies from the blacks. And eventually, the white man will control them forever. Because them no read and them no self-respect. Dunce, dummies, ignoramus, and useful idiots. Because these people are losing themselves. The principle of hard work, honor, respect for elders, and spirituality have been eroded, replaced by a focus on instant gratification, materialism, and distorted sense of masculinity. The older generation who once served as the custodian of culture are now sidelined, and their teachings dismissed as irrelevant by the youth. Yeah, so, when you talk to them, I say, oh, you're dinosaur, you're not from here, you're dummy. Yeah, I tell them, say, all of these things that you're doing is not going to propel you to a better life. It's only going to keep you in one stage of life of being a dummy. Because when you wear your pants in that way, that you think that it's cool, showing your backside of your underpants or your underwear, that shows that you have no low self-esteem, but you're not ready for this world. So that's why your life is going to be miserable for the rest of your life until somebody take it or you take it. Moreover, the loss of cultural pride is tied to a broader loss of self-awareness and historical consciousness. Many young black people today are disconnected from their ancestral past, unaware of the struggles their forefathers faced or the cultural richness they inherited. The teachings of figures like Marcus Garvey, who championed black pride, self-reliance, and unity, seem to have been forgotten. Garvey's vision was once of upliftment. He believed in the power of black people to rise above the condition imposed on them by a colonial system. Them people don't believe in it. Them rather stay there because them feel good because of entertainment. Yeah, what I mean? Marcus Garvey preached self-determination, economic independence, and cultural pride. And his message resonated with black communities worldwide. But today, yet in today's world, these teachings have been drowned out by the allure of Western materialism and individualism. Instead of building strong communities and uplifting each other, black people have increasingly turned inward, chasing fleeting symbols of success like fame, money, and status. The cultural values that once bound black communities together, respect for family integrity and moral uprightness, have been replaced by a me first mentality, where individuals' pleasure and gratification often comes at the expense of communal well-being. Yeah. So that's how we reach now. Me first. Yeah, man, me first as black people. They don't care about anything anymore. Yes. So the cultural value gone. The exposure of black men's backside in a literally and symbolic sense reflect this deeper disconnection from values that once grounded the community. It is a visible sign of internal struggle within the black identity, a confusion between rebellion and dignity, between self-expression and self-degradation. The adoption of negative foreign influences has led many black men to abandon the very traits that once set them apart as proud and resilient individuals. If there's hope for reclaiming the culture, it lies in the return of values that once defined black identity. Black people are lost. Who's there to lead them? You have an elder like a man like Everton Blender. You never hear that man involved in anything negative or the destruction of people or promoting killing and all kind of things. This man is a true Rasta man and an elder. But guess what? Mainstream media now giving a credence to him because he's too positive. It's the people who are negative and people who are willing to sell them soul. Yeah, like a man like Ala Buju Banton, sell him soul. And you have seen what happened to P. Diddy. Yeah, man, for selling his soul. Once your soul is sold to these people, you cannot reclaim it. Once you reclaim it, then they have other things coming for you. So, we as a black man, we are not pessimistic. We are optimistic about the future. So this means rejecting negative influences that infiltrated the culture and returning to principles of dignity, self-respect and unity. It's mean teaching the next generation that true rebellions lies not in adopting harmful trends, but in standing firm against a society that seeks to define them by the lowest expectations. The question black men must ask themselves is, what image do you want to project to the world? Do you want to be remembered as someone who stands tall, proud of your heritage and culture? Or will you allow yourself to be reduced to a caricature of masculinity defined that diminish your integrity? The answer lies in returning to the cultural roots that once made black communities strong, proud and unbreakable. Only then can the black community truly reclaim its identity and rise above negative forces that have sought to drag it down. Yeah, black people need to stop follow white people. Not white no means say right. Black people need to go back to them roots. Things that we used to renounce, denounce, and would keep a distance away from it. Now we say black people embrace it. On God's earth, a black man, I lick out a black woman body. That is such a sick behavior. Have yourself a beautiful day. Jamaica, Young Police Channel, out.